Okay, and I'm back again with another reaction video. My voice is a little today. Um, Apologize for that, but I'm gonna be doing a reaction to another 21 Pilots song, "Addict with a Pen." I'm an addict. I don't have a pen, but I'm very curious to see what these guys have to say. It's really early in the morning right now. I was up really late working on some deadlines, and I was like, I gotta wait for a couple hours till these people wake up, so I might as well just do a reaction video, right? That's logically what anyone would do. Um, that's what I do for you, though. This is my dedication to this. So I really wanted to do this one. It was one of the comments that I got from a friend of mine on YouTube here. So I'm gonna go ahead and react to this one. So let's go into it. I like that. I actually do like that it's a live studio session, and these guys like can actually play the music authentically, just themselves. Not all digital. I like that.
Hello, we haven't talked in quite some time. I know I haven't been the best of sons. Hello, I'm traveling in the desert of my mind, and I haven't found a drop of life. I haven't found a drop of you. I haven't found a drop.
These guys are really great. I mean, just it already feels really deep, really introspective. I have to hold this little thing because it keeps doing funky things. Um, I'm already really liking it. He said something in the beginning. Hello, I haven't been the best of sons. Is he talking to his mom, or is this kind of like a prayer? I think it could go either way. I can relate to this feeling of like being a bad son, um, a lot because of my addiction, but also, well, actually primarily because of my addiction. Like there was a time I really disappointed my mom. Uh, my addiction led me into something that a situation that I like deeply, deeply regret, and my parents caught me, and it was embarrassing. It was horrible, and I remember my mom telling me like, "Alec, I love you and I forgive you, but I just can't trust you." So yeah, I haven't been the best of sons. Um, and now it's like he's searching through his mind for this person he's talking to. So that kind of makes me think that it might be God, that this might be kind of a prayer, which would be really cool if that was the case. I mean, I don't know. I guess these guys are Christian. That's what somebody was saying in the comments. So if they made a song that's popular, that's really just a prayer, and they're played on secular radio a lot, right? Too. So like they're not like a Christian band playing for Hillsong, and at mega churches and stuff. I mean, they probably do churches, but this is cool if that is the case. And if it's a prayer that's like a popular prayer, that's great. So I don't want to stall too long and say too much. I'm sorry. Just there was a lot to unpack in just 57 seconds. So
I haven't found a drop of water.
sorry. Oh, he's picking up the sticks.
I turn
I don't know if you heard that. He just kind of like starts pounding on the piano for a second there. I don't know if he lost his place or what, but it was kind of funny. It was again. It's really early in the morning. I've been up way too long. Oh my gosh.
I try desperately to run through the sand as I hold the water in the palm of my hand. Cause it's all that I have and it's all that I need. And the waves of the water mean nothing to me. But I try my best and all that I can to hold tightly onto what's left in my hand. But no matter how tightly I will strain, the sand will slow me down and the water will drain. It's being dramatic, in fact, I'm only an addict with a pen who's addicted to the wind as it blows me back and forth, mindless, and pretend. Of course, I'll be here again. See you tomorrow.
Oh, so okay, so everything with the water, it's like there's like something he can't. He's like he keeps falling through the cracks in his fingers and his hands, right? But now he just mentioned addict. He said he said the name of the song. I'm an addict with a pen who's addicted to the, what did he say, to the way the wind blows or something like that.
Addicted to the wind as it blows me back and forth, mindless, and pretend.
To the wind as it blows me back and forth. Okay, so that's a very deep like visual right there. At least for me, okay. When I was in college, we studied something that maybe you had to read if you took like literature, AP literature or something like that in high school, or even if you study literature in college. Dante's Inferno. Most Christians are familiar with Dante's Inferno. It's a poem that describes this guy's journey, Dante, as he goes through hell and then through purgatory and then into heaven. But most people, I mean, there's really three parts to the Dante's travels. Dante's Inferno is the one that everyone remembers the most. It's the most graphic. It's the most brutal. Because he basically describes hell as like these descending rings, and every ring you go down in hell gets worse and worse and worse. And they're for different sins. And so that they don't necessarily line up with the 7 deadly sins. I don't remember if there's 7 or 9, but regardless, one of the first actual rings of hell. There's like the space outside of hell, like outside the gate of hell, and then if I remember correctly, the first ring inside hell. The game Dante's Inferno helps me remember this a little bit, but the first ring. He describes crowds of people who are blown back and forth by a strong driving wind that just it takes them wherever they go, and they're I think they're actually chasing a flag that they can never actually grasp, and that's their torment for all the rest of eternity. It's just that image. I can't remember exactly what the sin was or the vice that those people had. I think it has something to do with pride and the pursuit of power, because they were chasing the flag and they wanted to like hold the banner and have it like be theirs, their banner, and there's just crowds of people chasing this banner. Is just being blown back and forth like in the wind. No control, everyone's being battered by this horrible wind. I don't know if that's what he was alluding to in this. Possibly. He could very well just be using the image of himself, like not being able to stand, like he's got no backbone. Like I think he says something about a spine there, so could have nothing to do with Dante's Inferno, but that's just kind of the first thing that popped into my head. That's what you watch this for, right? That's what you watch it for. Okay.
Of course, I'll be here again. See you tomorrow, but it's the end of today. repent of my ways as a walking denial. My trial was filed as a crazy suicidal head case, but you specialize in dying. You hear me screaming, Father.
Oh, you specialize in dying. You hear me screaming, Father. I gotta stop it right there. Again, might be too soon, but uh, okay. So you specialize in dying, and you hear me screaming, Father. That's very Christian. There's only one God who specializes in dying, and that's Jesus. He died for me and for you, for all the sins of everyone on the planet, for all time. So he specializes in dying, and at the same time, you hear me screaming, Father, which is I makes me believe he does believe in kind of a Trinity, in the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, um, three persons, one God. So that's cool to mention specializing in dying, and then you hear me screaming, Father. He's talking to the same person. Jesus died, and the Father is the first person in the Holy Trinity. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, let's keep going. There's a lot of religious stuff here. There's a lot of religious stuff here.
And I'm lying here just crying, so wash me with your water.
Water is, again, baptism. Huge, huge Christian symbol. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy can play too. Get the man some water.
We haven't talked in quite some time.
Gosh, the way he sings is so unique. And the way he raps, speaks his poetry, very different than any other artist I've ever heard. It's so cool. And it's so much passion. Like, it feels like he's about to cry all the time. It's cool.
I know I haven't been the best of sons, so low I'm traveling in the desert of my mind, and I haven't found a drop of life.
Oh, I love the piano. I have a piano. I want to learn to play this. I gotta learn to play this. It's just such a good. It brings so much atmosphere to the whole thing, but it's also like exciting at the same time. It's very like unique, very hard to explain. And I love it though. It's very cool.
I haven't found a drop of you. I haven't found a drop.
Gotta get this guy some water, bro.
I haven't found a drop of water.
See? They're rocking out so hard to him playing like three keys. I don't know if you're listening. He's playing so little on the piano right now, and the drums are doing. He's just doing the most basic of stuff with the drums: snare, kick, hi hat. That's all they're doing, and it's crazy how intense it is. I love it though. I love it. I love it. This is the end of the song. Let's see. You take a break, bro. take a break. That was awesome. Well, they definitely earned my respect with that. So tons of Christian imagery. I haven't been the best of sons. An addict with a pen. Um, I don't know what he's exactly addicted to. Maybe it has something to do with pride, with a pursuit of fame, of power. Um, it's all. I could be wrong about that particular ring of hell. I mean, it's also possible that um, the wind and people being blown about in the wind was similar to the ring for lust. Um, that's where I always go because that's just I'm wired that way. Porn changes your brain, um, and so my brain has been wired to look for connections to sex in some way, shape, or form. So lust is something I'm very familiar with, and so that when I was reading about that ring of hell and Dante's Inferno, like it kind of stuck out in my mind, and I have a memory of the people in that ring specifically being blown about um, by the wind. I could be wrong. I should just go look it up, but I'm gonna let you do that because it's rude to change screens on you guys all the time, and you don't want to see me doing web searches in this little screen. So if anybody knows who was getting blown about in the wind and what ring of hell that was in Dante's Inferno, let me know. If that has nothing to do with this song, tell me. That's bro, you're so far off. Okay, that I yeah, I'm reading into it maybe, um, but definitely that line with you specialize in dying, but you hear me screaming, Father. It's that's deep. That's really deep. I loved hearing that. It put so simply too. And if you're listening to that in the car driving and you're like you're not really a believer and I like it's got to make you wonder who the heck is he talking about. This guy, like, did his dad commit suicide? Like, is this about him and his dad? So I could understand that. I don't think that that's what the song is about at all. I think it's definitely a prayer, um, very reminiscent of a lamentation from the Psalms from King David. So very cool, very cool. A modern lamentation done by 21 Pilots. High five, guys! Like, and a beautiful melody and piano thing going on there. The beat was very unique, at least as far as I could tell. It adds so much texture and character, and it's just two guys, drummer and a guy on a piano, and only one of them is singing. Like so much with so little. Mad respect. I have heard 21 Pilots. Um, what is that song? The one they had from Suicide Squad. Um, somebody's gonna probably tell me in the comments. Uh, Not pagans, not cannibals. Just oh my! It's 5 in the morning. I can't remember. Anyway, uh, just thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you did any of those things, I'm looking forward to doing more 21 Pilots stuff. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks. Peace.